president's not providing any so he can attack and run a political campaign on that. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's so irresponsible. We can cut. The president in his first 2 years in office increased discretionary non-defense spending 24%. This year his budget calls for 10% increases in energy department, education department, the State Department.
All right, but
Senator Sessions,
obviously what Democrats are going to say is, look, if the president gets involved in this, Republicans will be gleeful at making sure that nothing that he has his name attached to goes through. And that's the reason I would hazard to guess that he doesn't want to be attached to this whole thing.
Absolutely. It's a political decision. It's a clever political move. And I hear commentators saying, oh, how clever the president is not to put his hands on this. Think about that, what that's really saying, that the president is not going to be engaged in the greatest challenge to America's future, our debt. Can you imagine a governor or a mayor not being involved if their city or state is heading in financial disaster? It's unbelievable that the president, it's not clever, it's irresponsible, it's wrong, it's a failure of leadership, it's absent without leave. I just can't imagine it, frankly. And the American people are going to wake up to this before long.
It's interesting because when you look at the Bowles-Simpson proposals that were put forth, they're very similar to what Pat Toomey put forth in many ways, about a quarter in revenue increases that mostly came through cutting out tax loopholes, and 75% in spending cuts. So that was the president's commission that he didn't follow through on, really. And now this Republican side has come up with a similar plan. It would have looked like that might have been some nice middle ground.
That's exactly correct. And what you want to look at is what plan on paper have they ever presented? The only thing that the president did was submit a budget early in the year that was roundly criticized and condemned. It increased taxes dramatically, which is what they've always wanted to do, but it increased spending more and actually made the deficit worse, not better. We're at a point in time where we've got to eliminate every single aspect of wasteful Washington spending. Congress has not done that. The president has not led in that. He's the chief executive who administers these agencies. He needs to be more involved in bringing spending under control.
It's a sad situation.